this is Craig, and welcome to episode 15 of Cruising Off Duty. In this episode, you're going to meet Simon Stiles. He's a veteran YouTuber who has a channel called Finding Simon, and in his channel, he focuses on how to live and travel in a camper van. He's also from Ottawa, and he's considering changing from van life to sailing life. I guess he saw my channel and realized I was from Ottawa too, and he said, "Do you mind showing me the ropes because I'm considering buying a sailboat in the future?" I said sure, and I spent the day sailing with him up to Pinny's Point and back. Showed him a bit about what life would be like living on a sailboat. Now I get something out of this collaboration as well, because although I have a drone, I've never had the nerve to sail and drone at the same time. But Simon seemed to have no problem sending his drone up, and I got the best footage I've ever got. So thank you, Simon. All this is coming up on this episode of Cruising Off Duty. Okay, this is Simon. He's from Finding Simon. He's got his own YouTube channel.
I'm from Ottawa too.
And he's from Ottawa.
There's a lot of vloggers in Ottawa, you know that, right?
Are there?
There's a load of them.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, exploring alternatives from Ottawa.
Okay.
Girl Guy in a Camper Van's from Ottawa.
All right.
I'm forgetting some other ones. There's quite a few of them.
Yeah. No, I just started in June uploading videos, and Simon contacted me. He's interested in learning more about sailing.
I don't know anything.
Yeah.
I'm a sailing idiot.
He's thinking about getting into sailing as his one of his next chapters in his travels. Right now he travels in a van, a camper van.
Yeah, for the last year I've been living in a 92 camper van, traveling around North America, working and traveling, and I thought, you know, van's too easy. I should go get something way more expensive, like a boat.
Yeah, more expensive up front, but probably less to move it around.
Yeah,
a lot less to move it around. I was just telling him to go to Pinny's and back an hour and a half each way, so 3 hours round trip's about $5 in gas or diesel.
You know how long $5 gets me? The edge of the parking lot.
Yeah, exactly. So you might pay a little more up front for the boat, but in the long run you'll spend a lot less on moving it around, and you'll get to see places. And you can anchor for free. You don't have to worry about where you're going to park. So there's some upsides. So I'm going to convince him by the end of this. I'm going to convince him that the sailing life is the way to go.
And I'm going to convince him that he never wants to teach anyone anything about sailing ever again, because I'm trying not to be super annoying, but I don't know anything. I don't know anything.
No such thing as a stupid question, right? That's what they always say. So
they say that. But
we're going to take it out. We're here at the service dock of the Nepean Sailing Club, which you guys have seen a million times. But yeah, I just want you to know, Simon's got his channel, Finding Simon. Check it out. And we'll go out sailing now. We'll learn some stuff.
And you stick with me the long run and you'll see me waste all my money on a sailboat.
There you go. It's either vans, motorcycles, or sailboats. So
boys and their toys.
Talk to you in a bit. So the first thing I did is show Simon around the boat. Show him how we steer the boat, how we bring in the sails, and then I went down below and showed him what living in a sailboat would be like compared to living in a van. I mean, if you can squeeze yourself into a van, you can easily squeeze yourself into a boat like mine. I think he was quite impressed with how much volume there is inside, although he might have been a bit disappointed with the headroom. The guy is 6'6", so yeah, he might have a hard time finding a sailboat that has that kind of head clearance. And finally, it was time to go sailing.
You ready to go? Can I bring this rope with me?
Yeah, bring the rope with you.
Okay, great.
So Simon has never been sailing before, so I did most of the sailing, and that's fine, I'm used to sailing alone. But he was very inquisitive and tried to help whenever he could. I tried to give him some knowledge from time to time. Yeah, we're not even banging. So
no, I know.
You have to get your sea legs.
Yeah, I gotta get some gravel in me or something. No, that was funny.
We won't make you go down below then. Yeah, as long as you can see the horizon, usually people are good because their brain can comprehend.
It was just such a sudden shift. It was like, oh my god, all of a sudden, like my stomach just, whoa, no. I'll get used to it. Look at this guy.
Yeah. So we're not on a collision course, but if we were, he has the right of way because he's on a starboard tack.
Is that more difficult?
No, it just means we have to pick who's got right of way, and if he's on a starboard tack, which means the wind's coming over his starboard side, and I'm on a port tack, he has the right of way. So just like a car at an intersection, the guy on the right has the right of way.
Really?
He has the right of way if we were on a collision course. So yeah, you're talking about the telltales there, the little pieces of tape.
Yeah.
They're called telltales, and as long as they're both flying backwards towards us, then it's good. And you're at the right angle to the wind.
Okay.
If it starts to flop around and be all wonky and go in the wrong direction, you don't have enough wind on that side of the sail.
And that's
so
where the
it means you got to bear away. If the red one's flopping, you got to bear away from the wind, and if the green one on the backside, sometimes you can see it through the sail. Okay. If it's flopping, then you need to point higher into the wind. So we're actually not bad for angle. See the Elmer Islands up there?
Yeah.
We want to pass on the right of it. So we're actually heading perfectly as long as the wind stays this direction.
Awesome.
The life of a vlogger, hanging off the side of a sailboat to get some footage.
I do it for you, YouTube. I do it for you. Okay, so that was my first experience sailing. We stopped up here for lunch for a little bit, and man, it's so excited. There's so many things going on. I mean, it's simultaneously easier in some ways than I thought it was going to be, and like also a lot more involved than I thought it was going to be. I just didn't anticipate a lot of the little things.
All the wind gusts we went through there.
Yeah, the friggin' I didn't anticipate, like just all of a sudden you're like way over on your side. Oh boy. All right.
You did a good job.
I'm gonna go for a swim though.
So Simon and I got to Penny's after sailing on a pretty brisk sail. The first thing Simon wanted to do was go for a swim.
I've always wanted to like be in the water and look up and see that tall mast, you know?
Yeah, he didn't waste any time. All right. So now it's time to get some bergs going. Penny's as usual, looking nice.
If anybody wants to find me, I'll be in the last place you would look. In a place where people used to be, a land that's called reality, you'll find me there. I won't be catching up on Reddit. I won't be watching any news. I'll let the planet spin without me, 'cause everything has been without me sometime. And everyone will be alright if I'm not live by satellite. It's a beautiful day, I'm running away. Don't bother to Facebook message or call me, 'cause I'm living life in airplane mode and everything is okay. I just want to play, unplug for the day and live in the moment, 'cause I'm living life in airplane mode, yeah. I'm always drowning in the static. I'd rather swim in crystal seas. My battery's been running low. I need to take it nice and slow for just a while. You won't be hearing about my weather, and you won't see my breakfast pics. For videos of kitty cats all gussied up in pretty hats, you'll have to wait. I hope it's not a tragedy. I hope you don't get mad at me. It's a beautiful day, I'm running away. Don't bother to Facebook message or call me, 'cause I'm living life airplane mode, yeah.
Well, that ended an awesome day of sailing with Simon. Hopefully now that he's experienced it, he's got the bug, and he'll get a sailboat sooner rather than later. Want to check out Simon's channel on YouTube? I'll put it in the description below. If you're new to Cruising Off Duty, click the top link. It'll bring you back to episode 1 and show a playlist of every episode from there on. And if you've only missed the last episode where we go to the Tall Ships Festival, just click the lower link. It'll bring you back to that. If you like this episode, please click like. And if you haven't done so already, please subscribe. It helps me out a lot.